So I have a question. Now that we've gotten our 7 laughs in as Soldier Boy, we've chuckled and giggled at Chris Brown's response. We've kind of hit it with a oh Karreuche and the fact that once again she got treated. When are we going to discuss the underlying problem with this entire situation? And the fact that no matter what Chris Brown wanted to comment on Karrueche's picture for, maybe he wanted that old thing back, maybe he wanted to, fully tap into a new level of his fuckboyness, whatever it was, the second she didn't give him the answer that he wanted, he proceeded to throw an entire fit. Let me be quite frank and say this. I love Chris Brown's music. I was saddened when he beat the brakes off of Rihanna. I wish he could have made a comeback, but he has been his own worst enemy and being determined to be just a complete dickhead in terms of how he treats people. And here again was him throwing a temper tantrum because he didn't get the response that he wanted, and because this girl had the audacity to tell him, well, you know what, babe? I'm not with you anymore, and I kind of feel fulfilled without you. That's the problem that I find with a lot of celebrities or a lot of men in power. They want women that they can save. And let's be honest, for the longest, Karrueche was looking like that girl. I didn't think anything was going to get her to leave Chris Brown. I mean, anytime you can have his real girlfriend, Rihanna, even though they were officially broken up, sit there and be like sweeter than a rice cake, and he didn't say anything. Girl, he left you on Christmas and you still stayed with him. And the last time I saw him, he was courtside with her, having her spoon feed him handfuls of Orville Rettenbacher and having a good old time. And you stayed. So let's not act like your reputation or like your history didn't dictate, like, well, as long as that Birkin, is there, and as long as your heels are looking quite on the red Christian Louboutin side, I don't know what's going to get you to leave him. But you got some common sense and you finally walked away. Why is it then that she has walked away and now Chris Brown thinks it's okay to call her a bunch of bitches? This wasn't even about you. Your page wasn't even that popping. You can say what you want, but let's review some receipts here. Chris Brown is now at the point where two significant relationships, highly publicized relationships that he had, they now on paper are doing better than him. Chris Brown does not have an Emmy. He has, I think, maybe 1 or 2 Grammys, and the quality of his music now is just like, fuck you, I'm fucking your bitch, ooh, she like how I put it down, I'm on to the next, these hoes ain't loyal. Like, it's not anything that is of the substance and quality that will get him like awards anymore. Rihanna is just taking all the trophies, all the receipts, and sitting there perched on somebody's plane smoking a blunt. So if we are counting the success factor, it still is Chris Brown on the losing streak. But he has every opportunity to be better. But he makes the decision, nope, I'm going to tweet my future away. And then engage with Whitney Houston's godson, which Soldier Boy just needs a prayer and intervention and somebody's corner where he can like just sweat out all the drugs and toxins. As well as I feel he needs to definitely have like some sort of ink blot test, because I think he is not playing with a full deck. Regardless, two men that treat women ridiculously, and then they have the nerve to turn around and be like, but I have a daughter, but my girlfriend has a daughter that I love and I care about. Soldier Boy was all on Love and Hip Hop, cooing and cuddling and trying his best to put 1+1 together and figure out how to put a crib up for Nia Riley's daughter. But it's okay for you to then turn around and cackle and laugh at Chris Brown. And then here's the gag. He actually was the one making the most sense out of this situation when he was like, but you are upset at a girl and cursing her out, but you were just trying to talk to her, and we all saw it. This is what is driving me nuts about millennials, this generation, this era, this spirit of smash and pass, and you are disposable, and I don't have to respect you, and if I don't get the response that I want, then my true feelings for you will come out, which is that I think you a bitch, you a hoe, you a slut, you a freak, whatever Lil Kim crush on you, chorus that you would like to sing. And this is what I find in all scopes of life. From someone who's a multimillionaire like Chris Brown and Soldier Boy, to Taekwondo, who is sitting here in his mama's basement playing 2K, eating all your goddamn, lean cuisines, and looking at you like you need to be happy you got a black man in your life. The buck stops here. 4 days into the new year, Karreuche didn't even say anything crazy. She literally just stated facts. I'm happy giving back to people and living my life without you. But when you have developed yourself to think that the world revolves around you and that everyone owes you something, regardless of what you want to say, you could think that Karreuche was just out to get Chris Brown for whatever he had. But now you can't make that statement. She left him. And it's not like she didn't have multiple reasons to do so. And it's not like she didn't stick with him to the point that we were like, no, she ain't doing this for a Birkin. Because she, at this point, making herself look ridiculous. I'm just happy that she got out before he shot up the club. And then she had something that she could not get rid of, aka a child. So at the end of the day, I really just want to see everyone past the memes, past the jokes, past going on Baller Alert and Shade Room and laughing at the situation and really taking stock into what is happening. Two men thought it was okay that for the sake of their ego to disrespect a woman who didn't ask to be involved in the situation. That is a problem. That is what needs to stop, not only in our community, but especially in our generation. Because if you think I don't see this on Tinder and Soul Swipe and all these other apps, you are dead ass wrong. And this is an issue, and this is something that we need to really sit down and think about why we think it's okay to treat women of color this way, and then turn around and be like, but you all don't support us as black women. Why should we? I'm out.